Hi, my name is Natalie Boone, and this is my presentation on technology in the classroom. So, my thoughts as an administrator after reading the articles that we were assigned to read were definitely that a properly trained staff is essential for success. My other thoughts were educated staff will assist in any type of goals we would make for a district. For me as an administrator, I feel like clearly outlined goals would be essential, but in order to fulfill those goals, having properly trained staff to do so would be extremely important. Um, Teaching kids and staff new technology is great, but if they don't know how to utilize it effectively, it doesn't mean anything at all. So by teaching them how to utilize that effectively was another thing that I gathered out of that. So can the digital divide be resolved? In my opinion, yes. So everyone has a cell phone today. I feel like that through the use of cell phones, um, the biggest issue is a lack of home internet. So with cell phones, kids have access to virtually any type of social media or any type of internet anywhere they go. But the biggest thing is that not actually everywhere you go, especially in the Midwest here in Kansas, do we have access to internet. I know for us, we're pretty fortunate. We finally now have like unlimited internet here in the country. We live about 45 minutes from like the biggest town with a Walmart, and we have never had unlimited internet. And finally, now through satellite internet, we can get unlimited, and that's been a big thing. And I know many of the rural communities are offering hotspots or free wireless internet in places, and so that's a big thing that a lot of districts have also considered. I know ours has put in free internet at the school and at the football field for any of the community members, as well as our town has done stuff downtown. So I do think through the use of those things, it can be resolved. However, it's going to take time. I don't think that that's something that's going to happen overnight. And I do think funds play a role in that. So, as we know, it's not something that happens simply overnight. So, what skills do 21st century students need prior to graduation? I think the biggest thing is adaptability. So, we're moving into an era where we have students that have the technology they need to solve something. However, they need those problem solving skills and resourcefulness to be able to use that technology to solve the problems that they're being asked to do so. So, I know one of the things that's really hot right now is a lot of the jobs that our students in the lower grade levels are going to have someday haven't even been invented yet. And so one of the big things with that is we need to teach them those problem solving skills and adaptability skills that no matter what type of occupation they go into, they can use those skills to be able to solve any issue they may have. So, what impact has the global economy had on my personal use of the internet? Today, I feel like one of the biggest things is, and I don't know if everybody notices this or if it's just me, I feel like everything spreads so fast. If the new election has done anything for the presidential one this last year, has really helped me to like see that, it's that the information spreads so fast. You know, with kids today, as a parent, that's concerning. I remember when I was a kid, if you got in trouble, not everybody knew about it the second it happened. Versus today, I feel like the easy access of having all of the technology, it's like instantly people have access to put anything out there for anyone to see. And that can be good and it can be bad. I think the big thing is for us as like parents and educators is to be very smart with things we say. And because you never know who's recording you or what's happening. And I think that tech free time is essential for me as a parent, especially as well as an educator. I don't want us to be filling gaps of social time and needed family time with technology just because we can. So, what technology training do I need to effectively integrate technology in my classroom? Well, I think this goes back to the SAAMR model. We need to make sure we're not just substituting and we're doing higher quality learning. So, we need to embrace the new, but to appreciate the old. on the same token, we need to be try to be on the forefront of technology. We have to think about what are things that can assist us to have our students further engage. One of the things that I wanted to hit on, and I have a logo up in the corner here, is social media marketing. That's something that's huge right now for the kids. Is, we were exposed when we were in school for regular marketing. Now social media plays such a large role that that's something that I've really had to integrate into my classroom, is not only teaching the kids how to market, but how to market social media wise, because you would do it differently for each platform. And that's just a couple examples of something differently I would do in my classroom, or that I'm doing differently in my classroom. I think training that I need personally is to always stay on the forefront as much as I can. So going to those different trainings and things, and making sure that I'm up on the new technologies that are out for students to have access to. So how equipped is my district with 21st century technology? We have a 3D printer. We're 1-to-1 pre-K to 12. We have iPad 1-to-1 from pre-K to 10th grade. From 10th grade to 12th grade, they all have Apple notebooks. And then we have Skype field trips that we do regularly. One of the things that we're doing is virtual classroom sharing across the world. We're also doing robotics online classes, as well as Bulldog Ink, which is my my printing business that I have in the business department. We do custom printing with our poster printer that I think I showed you pictures of in my last presentation. So what are the advantages of innovative practices in schools? Well, it's pretty awesome because we have the ability to go anywhere in the world. Theoretically, with virtual field trips, you can go anywhere. And there's a lot of benefit to that because we are in a really rural community in Kansas. And if we would like to go tour the Eiffel Tower, we can do that virtually, and that's phenomenal. So having that ability to safely and appropriate go to online different places of the world, that's amazing. That's something I could never dream of when I was in school. So through virtual classrooms and our 1-to-1 initiative, we're able to accomplish those goals, and that's just phenomenal. So what are some disadvantages? Well, we're a little too reliant on screen time, I feel like, sometimes. And as an administrator, that would be something that I would implement, some type of tech-free time during the day that we're not doing some type of technology. Because there's a lack of human contact and verbal contact that students need. I mean, anyone can be tough behind a screen. I heard someone say the other day that anyone can be a cowboy behind the keyboard, and there's a lot of truth to that, because anyone can say anything when someone's not looking at them. And we have to think about that as parents, teachers, and educators, as well as administrators and students in general. What you say does hurt people. So, do you have any problems with cyberbullying or inappropriate internet use? Not really. Our biggest thing has been inappropriate pictures, but we're a really small district. So if we had 2 cases a year, that would be a big number for us. So one of the things I feel like with that is we're losing our shock and awe. We don't have that whole oh my gosh, so-and-so posted nude pictures. It's not like it used to be. I feel like technology's really moved us up about 5 years in the learning curve, as well as I feel like conflict resolution has changed. If someone's mad at someone will post it on Facebook versus dealing with a face-to-face conflict. So through that, it really has changed the way we have to think about things and how people are interacting. So through changes like that, it has moved our teaching into a different era, honestly. So we have to think about how we're going to combat that by having strong social media outline and expectations and teaching children how to use positive social media. Thank you so much for viewing my slideshow. Have a wonderful night.